Hello and welcome to another Clubs at NU tutorial. Today's tutorial is on starting a new student organization at National University. So if you would like to start a new student organization at National University, first off, exciting, congratulations. Start off by going to our Center for Student Engagement and Activities website. You can see that it has a pretty long URL, nu.edu, and you've got Student Services, Center for Student Engagement and Activities, -CSEA, but you can always shortcut to that, and I'll paste the web address in here. You can always just go directly to nu.edu/CSEA, and that will redirect you as well. So it's another way to get to the same website. So if you're interested in starting a new student organization, first check out the existing student organizations. So all the student organizations that are already registered at NU are listed here. Most have their own websites. If they don't have a website, it will just direct you to send an email to them. You can also check out the activities calendar and see what activities these clubs are having. So if perhaps you want to attend their monthly meeting or you'd like to attend an event to kind of figure out if they're the right student org for you, check out what we've already got first. If you see that, you know what, the topic that you have is not covered yet, we encourage you to start a new organization. So you're going to click on starting a new club and you're going to be taken to this page here. And this is going to lay out all of the things that you need and all the things that you have to do to start a student organization at National University. You can see here that clubs have to have a minimum of 5 members to get started. That includes any officers. The officers have to have a 2.7 GPA or above at the time of registration. You'll need to write a mission statement. You'll need to have secured a faculty or staff advisor. And members must have a minimum of a 2.0 GPA at the time of joining. So once you've got that, once you've got a faculty or staff advisor who's willing to advise, you've got, kind of what your club is about, we can help you tailor the mission statement, but just a sense of what are you all about. You've got your folks, you're ready to fill out the application. So you'll just click on that link, New Club Organization Registration Form, and you'll enter in your proposed club name, your proposed mission statement. You'll upload a spreadsheet with the at least 5 members that you have. You're going to indicate who your officers are, who's your faculty staff advisor, what's their email, what department. So, if they're faculty, are they in psychology? Are they in criminal justice? If they're staff, do they work in student services? And then just let us know, does your club primarily meet in person, online, a mix? I'm recording this during COVID, so everybody's online right now, but just to get a sense of how you like to meet. And again, normally, when do you meet? How often do you meet? What time? If you don't know this for sure, just put in what you think you're likely to do. You can always change this later. So you're going to submit this. You're also going to ask your faculty staff advisor to fill out the advisor agreement form, and they can find it here. So the link is on the same website where you go to want to start a club. And here they're simply going to fill out their name and email, their phone number, how long they anticipate advising. If they're just signing up and saying, you know what, I'm just going to try a year, that's fine. If they say until further notice, that's perfectly fine. They're going to select which student organization they're an advisor of. If you have not registered already, your new student organization is not going to be on here. So if you're registering a new student organization, please let us know before you send this form to your advisor, because we're going to have to add your student organization. We use the same form for updating advisors for existing organizations or for adding advisors for new organizations. So again, if it's a new organization, give us a heads up so that we can modify this form for your advisor. And then the advisor is just going to indicate that they understand what they're signing up for. And basically that is to help you make sure you've got all your paperwork, make sure that you're familiar with the handbook, provide oversight with money, and stay at any events that might require medical oversight. So we can get into that, but if you're going to have an in-person event, that's something your faculty staff advisor should be in the loop on, and we want to make sure that those events are supervised if that's needed. We ask the advisor to kind of indicate what time of day tends to be best for them for attending informational sessions. And then they have completed that. So once you have submitted your new student application form, you've let us know that you've submitted this, and then we can change the advisor agreement form. Your advisor has filled out the advisor agreement form. That's the first step is done. So we're going to review your documentation. And if everything's in order, we're going to issue you a welcome letter. And this letter is going to include your 3-digit account code. So any student organization registered at National University has their own bank account at NU. And this is something you can use for fundraising. You can use for spending money through your student organization. So this allows you to have a bank account in the name of your club at National University. We will also start a Blackboard container for you. So all of the student organizations have their own Blackboard container. This is the one for Pride at NU, which is the org I advise. And this is going to be a hub for you. So you can add all your members here. You can use this to send out announcements. You can use this, we will use this to put up all your monthly financial statements. So every month, just like you get from your regular bank, we're going to produce a statement saying how much money you have in your account. So this is a hub for you to store information, to send out announcements. If you want to have discussions, you can use that. If you want to use the calendar, you can use that. It's your space. But we will also use this to communicate information to you. And then after you have gotten your Blackboard organization, we will ask you to work with us to create a constitution. We've got this handy fillable form online, so it should be very drag and drop. You're just going to have to fill in things like your mission, what kind of officer structure do you have, what do your officers do you pay dues? If so, how much? So this is all, you just walk through it. We're always happy to meet with you one-on-one. So as with all things, just email us at clubs@nu.edu if you want any help with that. And you can always amend your constitution. So it's not like if you say you're not going to have dues and later you decide to have dues, you can always change that. You will also have to make sure that all of the folks who are part of your student organization fill out the student registration and liability form. This is a very simple form that we ask all students to fill out when they first join a student organization at National University. And this helps us keep an accurate count of how many folks are in student organizations at National University. It helps us demonstrate the positive impact that it has to be involved with student organizations. And it also makes sure that y'all fill out a co-curricular waiver. So this is specifically for making sure that everyone is protected and understands what's going on if you are engaging in co-curricular activities. Finally, the last thing you're going to have to do, and we're always happy to help you with this, so the link to this, to all these forms are on the Want to Start a Club page. So that was the registration and liability form. There's the Constitution Builder. The last thing you'll have to do is your account application and agreement form. We get into this in much more detail in another tutorial in the Clubs at NU channel, which is the check requisition tutorial. So I'd encourage you to check that one out for all the details. But this, can be an imposing form, but all it is simply saying who is authorized to sign off on spending your club's money, so that we have an up-to-date list of all the folks who are permitted to write checks against your club account so that we can help you protect your funds. Now, I mentioned tutorials. So we have the Clubs at NU channel. I think if you just search Clubs NU in YouTube, you should get to that. But this is the channel. We have a number of tutorials here. This tutorial will be uploaded shortly. And we encourage you to subscribe to that and to watch those tutorials. For example, this is the Clubs at NU check requisition tutorial I just referenced with regards to the account application and agreement form. And that is it. Thank you for watching. We hope this is helpful. And as always, please contact us at clubs@nu.edu if you have any questions or if we can assist you in getting your club started. Best of luck.